All right, so I have a situation, and the first part of that situation is this right here. This is actually really cool. I'm really happy about this. They are resetting Settlers League, and they're adding in the Lantern of Aramor, so more loot for mapping with no downside. Absolutely awesome. This league will be open for 2 months. I don't think an overabundance of people are still playing the league currently, but I mean, there's plenty, but there's not nearly as many at the beginning of a league. That being said, I'm definitely planning on playing in this. This will start next Thursday, and this is not a unlike normal. This is a this will migrate to standard, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and close out of this here in a second. The only other thing I'd like to note here is they've pushed back the expansion for 3.26 to early next year, which makes sense with the PoE2 timeline, considering it will ideally be out towards the end of the year. I don't know, though. As a result of that taking place, I will be jumping in that one, as most people will not be playing in this one anymore. So I went ahead and switched my character over to back to Tectonic Slam. Wanted to see if I had resolved the build with a couple ideas I had, and unfortunately, I just tested it. Unfortunately, the answer to that is no. I'd have to completely redo the build, and I am out of currency. From the last video I made on Tectonic Slam, I have purchased a Mage Blood, I upgraded my Eventuality Rod, and I acquired these very nice pair of Relic Ashes and Patience. This total costed me over 400 Divine to do. So this build is in almost one... I want to say this build is around 700 Divine as it stands, somewhere around there. And it feels nice, but the damage just isn't there. It is much more tanky, as I was able to get the defenses all capped. Physical, cold, lightning, fire, chaos, and a chunk of, because of armor, a chunk of my physical 10% is taken as fire as well. I have a solid amount of armor at 32,000, so it's moderately tanky. Additionally, this is Tectonic Slam is being supported by a Fist of War, so like when it hits, it goes like, I mean, look how many hits this is. That's absolutely crazy. With the Mage Blood on here and this Thread of Hope, I was able to take plus this right here, reduced effective curses. I have 100 curses do not affect me at all. I have 100% critical strike chance, and I have 94% movement speed plus leap slam, and that is without any movement speed on the boots because Impatience has 0. So I was able to make this significantly better than what it was. That being said, am I missing something? I probably should have Avatar Fire on here as well, realistically, and I think I do in the actual build, but that's not enough to fix it, unfortunately. What I found the issue to be, and is I thought this would fix it because I count as having full endurance charges. And with the +1 maximum endurance charges, I'm sitting at 8 endurance charges right now. You can actually get a corrupted ring, and then I could mirror it with Original Sin, or not Original Sin, with Kalandra's Touch to get the channeling, max life, damage, whatever stats I need on there, then make a copy of it, and I can get another 2 additional endurance charges for a total of 10 endurance charges. The issue is, this says it counts as having the max number of endurance charges. And if this were to have worked out, this build was sitting at around 120 million DPS. The issue it has is this right here is the second line here. It says 5% more damage per endurance charge removed per quantity, and 15%, so a total of 20% more damage per endurance charge is removed. If it actually granted the full 8 endurance charges, the damage would be there. But since it just counts as me having them, they can't be removed. Since I'm not removing the endurance charges, it's not doing the increase, 20 times 8, 160% more damage per endurance charge. And as a result, the build is locked in at a whopping 14 million DPS, which isn't bad, but it basically caps out right around 20 million with max skills and everything. And I mean, it's tanky, it's solid, it's not what I was looking for. So that was unfortunate. I spent the most of the rest of my league currency to check this out and test it. Granted, these are usable in other builds. I simply upgraded this. That's perfectly fine. This cost me, I think, 10 divine. Nothing crazy. This is the costly one. And then these two were both very expensive. I think it's 100 divine and 250 divine, roughly 260 divine is what I paid for that. If I had this ideal, I'd have 3 curses on it with elemental weakness, removing charisma. Body armor would have reservation efficiency on it, and then these 2 would have additional curse on hit, flammability, and flammability and elemental weakness, as well as a mark. And with all of that combined, the build would sit roughly around, it'd be around 120 million, but it just does, the endurance charges don't remove, so it doesn't work that way, which is unfortunate. And as a result, I am done with this character for the league. The new league starts in a couple days, so I don't know what I do have an idea of what I'm playing. It'll probably be another chieftain, actually. And this one, I'm going to probably push Molten Strike of Zenith as far down as it can go and go from there. There's not, with only 7 days left, I'm not willing to switch. I could switch the build back and just push Delve down and then do something else in the league. I don't know. Yeah, but it didn't do what I wanted it to do. Which is unfortunate. So that's it. I just wanted to share kind of a general update here of what's going on. I think over the next couple days here, I'm just going to I have some stuff I need to do outside of here around the house, get it done, and then video wise, there's probably a couple day break on Path of Exile, and while that occurs, I'm going to work on setting up a build for the New Settlers League figuring out what I'm playing. And I think I'm probably either going to start some Baldur's Gate 3 or Last Epoch. I haven't decided which one yet. That will be it for this video, and thanks for watching.